Welcome to Stockholm and this 28th consecutive World Water Week. We humans are dependent on water, but we differ in the respect that we alone decide the future of our water resources.
One of the questions that we have for this year's World Water Week is how do we get to implementation at scale?
I'm one of the co-founders of Akista. We are a startup developing water pumps that do not require any fuel or electricity to operate. We use water power to pump water up, so from rivers or canals to pump water up to agricultural lands. Our first product is called the Barsa pump, which Barsa means rain in Nepalese, and this is now deployed in Nepal, but also in 12 other countries across the world. Benefiting around 5,000 people to date. We have been fortunate to get many support for the initiative, among others, Securing Water for Food, an initiative of USAID, SIDA, and Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Netherlands, with which we deployed around 150 units in Nepal.
The Securing Water for Food innovations are using various ways to reallocate water to the food chain. What we have achieved through this program is that the innovators of the program combined have helped farmers grow over 3.7 million tons of produce. Most farmers are producing more food with less water than they did before applying the innovations of our innovators.
Each year, each innovator has an acceleration work plan with a set of targets and milestones. If they meet those milestones, they move on to the next year's funding. If they don't meet them, then they go into our alumni status. The second level is at the program level. So before we started the program, we really want to deliver and reach this many people and save this much water and produce this much food. And we look at our progress every 6 months. And the final piece is around the connectedness in the community. We really were trying to build this Swift Innovator Network so that they had other innovations that they could talk to, a family of people they could work with.
And what AST scientists have discovered is that plants in native habitats don't adapt to abiotic stresses such as drought and heat on their own. What AST has done is we find those plants in native habitats, we tease the system apart, we grow those microbes up in our lab, and then we turn around and sell them to farmers as a seed treatment. Swift enabled us to do was to actually reach poor rural farmers in India, which we wouldn't have been able to do otherwise.
Swift has been working with us through the journey. Our farmers, we started also working with them and we started seeing better performance.
The technical support as well was really great and was given an opportunity to engage female livestock farmers.
A big chunk of the water consumption reductions for us has come from ICU Peru. So they actually work with ag co-ops in Peru, and they went to the co-ops and did a baseline on how much water those ag co-ops were using before the introduction of the innovation. And then every month they go back and see how much water is being used. So they now have 3 years or 2.75 years of data on with the water reduction because they can see what that difference is.